like I said, even with me, I think my journey has been more about accepting who I am, accepting how I look, accepting so many things. You know, believe it or not, as a kid, I used to be someone who used to not wear sleeveless because I was so conscious about myself. In terms of like, you know, not, getting the right kind of work, or like, you know, when you don't come from a filmy family, and your first film doesn't do well, okay? First of all, when your film becomes like the audition to the world, right? Everybody watches the film and they immediately go, yes or no. Amazing, sounds good. I have 5 releases so far this year, so I'm very excited that I have so many releases. He's like full entertainment, you know. I call him Pammi Auntie. Mahesh Babu, good. I would say he has a good power over his dialogue delivery.
True, I agree. Akshay Kumar?
Akshay sir, mischievous. He's always up to something on set.
Hi everyone, this is Avinash Lohana and you're watching Pinkvilla. Our guest has proved her mettle across genres and regions and continues to impress the audience with her talent and charisma. I'm talking to Pooja Hegde. Hello.
Thank you. That sounds so good.
2012 is when you made your acting debut.
Right.
Right, with a Tamil film.
Right.
We are in 2022. I think August it released.
Right.
August 2012.
Correct.
And we are in 2022 now. 10 years of journey, Pooja.
Yeah.
How has this been?
You know, people keep saying that to me, that it's been 10 years, but I don't feel that, because the thing is that my journey has never been like, I did that one hit film and then after that, it's been like crazy. It hasn't been that. There's been so many gaps. There's been, after the first film that I did in 2012, right? 1 year, I didn't get any work, okay?
Yeah.
Then after that, work started coming in a little bit and then I got Mohenjo-daro, right?
Yes.
So 1 year went before that. Mohenjo-daro took 2 years to get made. So then 2 years went there. And then 2 years of the pandemic. So 5 years just disappeared. I feel like it's not been like I've constantly been working. I would say that in the last 3 to 4 years is where I've really worked like properly. And it's been great. It's been, my journey has been a roller coaster ride with its ups and downs, but it's made me a stronger person.
I'm sure. But when you say roller coaster, what do you mean? What were the challenges that you faced?
In terms of like, you know, not, getting the right kind of work, or like, you know, when you don't come from a filmy family, and your first film doesn't do well, okay? First of all, when your film becomes like the audition to the world, right? Everybody watches the film and they immediately go, yes or no. It's clear distinction. Did you pass or fail?
That's true.
And if it doesn't do well, then it's not like people are giving you offers left, right and center. Try again, just try again. You know what I mean? So, I kind of had to really select my second film. Sometimes then your second film becomes more important than your first. So I waited. I got great film offers down south and I ended up doing that, and I'm so glad I did, because it's given me, doing the south films, you know, being appreciated by the audience there, the love that I've got from there kind of helped me also pick my films more wiser and more carefully, you know, in Hindi and all of that.
But you know, like you said, since you are not from a filmy family, usually people from filmy family invariably will get a second chance. कि पहला नहीं चला तो दूसरा कोई ना कोई तो बना ही देगा उनके साथ. Obviously, that's not the thing with you. Did that play up on your mind at that point in time? Of course, nepotism was not the it word then.
Correct. It didn't play on my mind to that extent, because I accepted it. I accepted that that's just how it is, you know. So I didn't spend too much time crying about it. I just went back to work, because what other option do I have, right? Except for going back to work and proving myself again and again. And that's how, like, you know, DJ came about, and that did really well in the North audience also. Like the Hindi dubbed on YouTube has some 100 million views for the film, you know. So it kind of like, I'm really glad that my life went this path. And there's nothing much I could do about it. Just keep working. You know.
And like you rightly said, you know, I always say acceptance is the first step to solve a problem. So when you accept the problem, then it's easier to solve it further. And which is what you did. So more power to you for that.
Thank you.
There's an interview where you said, all my life I wanted to be like someone else. This might also be a challenge at some point, no?
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's always, this journey has been about accepting myself more than about becoming someone else, you know? That's what what I said?
Yes.
I don't even remember this anymore. What did I say?
All my life, I wanted to be like someone else.
Be like someone. Yeah, exactly. I feel like this journey has helped me accept who I am also. You know, how I look, about what my strengths are, what my weaknesses are. I feel like I've grown to know myself more through my work.
Sure.
Because, you know, as a kid, I was somebody who was very lost. As a child, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know who I was. I still am very self-critical about myself, but I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress, right? So I've become more accepting of who I am. And before, it was like I always wanted to fit in. I've always tried to fit in, because being a shy kid, being an introvert, you want to just fit in. And then I started realizing I need to stop doing that, because it's okay if I stand out, you know? And if I be myself unapologetically, if I be real, maybe there's somebody else who look at me and be like, oh, Pooja is being real and she's making it. Like, maybe somebody can connect with me on that front. So it's been an acceptance, it's been a growth process, I would say.
Has it happened with you? Have people walked up to you and said, hey, you inspire me?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's happened in terms of people will come and tell me that, you know what, you're my, you know, daughter is like a big fan, or like that, and I'm just like, whoa, really? Like, that's so amazing that I have that, you know, that power to do that. It's happened.
Sure. As an actor, do you take this power responsibly that comes your way?
Of course, like, you know, Uncle Ben said to Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. But of course, because it's not something I take lightly. I know that every action of mine is being, you know, channi ke saath, they're just like checking it out and watching me. And at some times, it can be powerful. So I'm very aware of that, and I hope that through my work I could inspire someone.
Sure. But does that make you aware as an artist? On, say for example, on social media, you have to put something, and then you might as well think twice. This will give out a good impact, this will give out a good message. Are you that aware?
I am, but I'm also like, I feel sometimes there's so much negativity on social media that I make sure that my posts are positive. You know, like, I just feel like if people follow me, they should see me happy, they should see me being myself. And at the same time, I want my social media to be who I am, truest to itself. So I never like, if there's something that is trending just for the sake of it trending, and if I'm not comfortable doing it, I won't do it. I don't care about like the views or like what it's gonna look like, or oh my god, like, you know, let's say my team comes and said it'll be really good if you do it because it's trending. I try and not let that affect me, and only if it's my truest version I end up doing it.
Sure. But can you really be real on social media? Because most of the time we put out stuff which is good.
Correct.
And sometimes people look and say, oh wow, their life is so nice. But it's really not that, right?
It's, you can be real on social media, but I don't put out too much of my personal life on social media, because I just feel like there is a certain, you know, straining I do myself, where I'm like, no, this much I keep to myself. Do I have bad days? Yes. Am I sad some days? Yes. But do I really need to constantly tell people that? No, because I would like people rather look at me, smile and smile. You know, I'd rather that happen than the opposite. So it's good to be vulnerable and all of that, but I also like to make people smile.
At least jo message ja raha hai,
अच्छा जाना चाहिए.
I agree to that. I also have to ask you this. You've also spoken in the past about people have walked up to you and said you're too thin. People have walked up to you and say you're too fat. Does it happen now? And I'm so surprised in 2022 also, you know, these things are pointed out to people. It's upsetting.
But I feel now, as a thing, we are getting more opinionated about everybody else than before. But I mean, it happens, but you just have to take it with a stride. Like, I feel like, there are some people who tell you something which is called constructive criticism. You can take their criticism and you can do something constructive with it. And then there are some people who just say things because for the sake of saying things. So you shouldn't take that seriously. I try not to take that seriously and I live my life. I think that's just how it goes.
But I'm glad people are, like you said, are talking about stuff like body shaming.
Right.
It's important to go out there and say it's not cool.
Of course it isn't. And like I said, even with me, I think my journey has been more about accepting who I am, accepting how I look, accepting so many things. Believe it or not, as a kid, I used to be someone who used to not wear sleeveless because I was so conscious about myself.
Really?
Yeah, I was just I was a very shy kid. But I have accepted who I am, how my body looks, and that I hope more girls do that.
Yeah, more power.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Thank you. Let's talk about your work because it's a very, very interesting lineup, and I've written it down because there are so many great films. There's one with Salman Khan which is called Bhaijan. Then there's one with Thalapathy Vijay which is called Beast. Then there is one with Ranveer Singh which is called Circus. Then there is Acharya with Chiranjeevi and Ramcharan. And then there's one more with Mahesh Babu.
Yeah. Have you completed everything? Radhe Shyam released.
Radhe Shyam released.
Yeah. So amazing. Sounds good. I have 5 releases so far this year. So I'm very excited that I have so many releases. So I think we're going to do this interview again and again this year because for every film when I come and meet you, we'll be meeting very often
I
this
can't
year.
wait for this, but what a lineup, yeah.
Thank you. I feel like these are the films that I have been working. If you ever wondered where is Pooja Hegde, I've been shooting these films, and now they've all just lined up this year. And I hope you all see a new Pooja Hegde in every film because the variety of characters that I'm playing, the roles is so exciting. Whether it was Radhe Shyam, my character Prerna. It was a very challenging role for me because it's a very emotionally exhausting film. In the second half of the film, there are a lot of emotional scenes and we shot it in Hindi and Telugu, right? So we were doing every scene twice. So there was Prerna, there was Most Eligible Bachelor where I was playing a stand-up comedian. There's Acharya where I'm playing a proper village girl, a Telugu village girl with the 2 chotis and half sari. So that's another Pooja that you're going to see. There's Beast, which is a whole other kind of film. So you're going to see a variation in me, and that's something I'm excited for the audience to see.
Sure. Is that also criteria that when you look at a script that it has to be different from what I've done before?
There are many factors, honestly, when I'm selecting a script. Sometimes you do a film because as a fan, okay, right? Like for example, this Circus, like Rohit Shetty, right? Or if a Sanjay Leela Bhansali called me up and said, Pooja, let's do this film, I'm going to be like, yes, sir, let's do it. I'm not going to ask him ki kya hai role or what is the role or what is the thing. Or if a Rajo Hirani called me or if a Rajamouli called me, I would just say yes because I'm a fan of their work. If a Sriram Raghavan called me, I'd be very excited about it. Zoya Akhtar. So there are some films you do as a fan. There are some films you do because the script is really beautiful. You want to be part of this beautiful story. The larger picture. And as long as my character is making a difference to the larger picture of the film, I want to be a part of it. You know. And then there are some films you do because it makes your soul happy. It makes the actor in me happy. Like a Radhe Shyam, right? Because my character was so beautiful. I wanted to do it because the character made me happy. So there are many factors. Sure.
Circus, I think your and Ranveer's energy really match.
Really?
I really feel you're really, as far as the energies are concerned, you really are on the same page. Was it like that on the set as well?
Of course. He's like full entertainment, I call him Pammi Auntie. And I'll talk about it when we are talking about Circus. But so he's just too much fun to be around. And he's so observant of everybody.
Yeah. Sure. But really looking forward to that film.
I think it looks good. I think, we make a great on-screen pair also. So I think you're going to see that.
Sure. Can't wait for that one also.
Yeah,
Very
it's
exciting.
Gonna be fun.
Recently, Radhe Shyam released, and of course, your character has received a lot of love from across the media and from the audiences as well. But it has also received a mixed response at the same time. Did that worry you or concern you?
I mean, see, I feel like every film has its own destiny. Like, I strongly believe that. Like, sometimes you watch a film and you're like, oh, it's a okay film, but the box office does really well.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a film that, you know, didn't do well at the box office, but when you watch it, you're like, pata nahi yaar, kyun nahi chali ye picture? It's quite good. You know, so I feel every film has its destiny at the box office. And that's on the film, right?
Correct.
But what I was happy about is, like what you said, is that people were appreciating me in the film. You know, besides saying that, you know, Pooja Hegde looks beautiful, they were also talking about my performance, you know, that about how I've really improved as an actor, about how my emotional scenes were really good, and that made me very happy. You know, people were like going to watch, coming out of the theatre, when they come out of the theatre and Prerna stayed with them, my character, Pooja, Prerna, stayed with them, that was like, it was a high of a different level, I feel, because I got, you know, when you put 4 years of your life into making a film, you put your heart and your soul, and it gets appreciated, you feel really good.
Yeah, that's true. Any chances of collaborating with Prabhas again?
Let's hope he has a mad lineup now, so maybe after that,
Did you all discuss like we should work together again?
We don't discuss all these things, it just happens. Like when Allu Arjun and I did a film again, we never like, after DJ happened, we never planned it. It just happened, and it did really well. Bottabama did so well, you know, so it just happens, these things.
2 films you all have done, you and Allu Arjun?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've done 2 films with him. Now Mahesh, this will be my second film with Mahesh Babu.
Ram Charan also.
Ram Charan I did a song with, but this is like my first time I'm doing a film.
A proper film with
him. I mean, it's still like we both are playing like a small part in it. It's Chiranjeevi Garu's film. And we both are playing special parts in that film.
We'll play a quick game with you. You worked with, you know, the biggest of the big stars in India. I'm going to ask you to describe them in 1 word or 1 sentence. You can choose.
Okay.
Begin. So the first name is Salman Khan.
Swag.
Swag se swag.
Swag.
Ranveer Singh.
Intriguing.
Why?
He's intriguing. He's such a personality, Like I love watching him and watching how he reacts and behaves. And I like observing people.
Hrithik Roshan.
Graceful.
Yeah.
He's very graceful.
Naga Chaitanya.
Sweet.
Allu Arjun.
I mean, I also want to say swag for him. I would say smooth. Fluid.
I'll also add stylish.
Stylish.
Hai?
But that's like his name. Like they call him stylish star.
True.
So that's why I don't want to be lazy about saying
Thalapathy Vijay.
Uber cool.
Chiranjeevi sir.
All heart.
Yeah.
He's all heart.
Ram Charan.
Enduring.
Mahesh Babu.
Handsome.
You're running out of adjectives.
I really am. You're asking me all my heroes. I have many heroes. I can say sentences. Okay. Mahesh Babu, good. I would say he has a good power over his dialogue delivery.
True, I agree. Akshay Kumar?
Akshay sir, mischievous. He's always up to something on set.
Did he play any pranks on you also?
Many times. I can't even tell you.
Junior NTR?
One take artist.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Last one, Prabhas.
Foodie. Total foodie.
Yeah? He gets apparently a lot of food on the sets.
He got food on sets and a lot of food. And I am a foodie myself, so I love it.
Oh, so you all bonded on that?
Yeah, food. Yeah.
Lovely.
I can bond with anybody on food. I love eating.
Lovely, but thank you so much, Pooja. This was a lovely conversation. I wish you all the best for everything that's coming across, but I don't think you need it because they are really
please. I need luck for everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe to Pinkvilla.